do, and welcome back to another one with me, Wayne. I've got more PS1 goodness to show you, including one very expensive one that's been quite high on my hit list for some time, and it's quite a rare one, but we'll get to there in due course. First, the non-PS1 related edition. There's only one this week, and it's the Tomb Raider 456 Remastered Deluxe Edition. I've been waiting for this to come back into stock for quite some time. I did pre-order it with the game collection, and I pre-ordered it back in like June, July time. My pre-order got cancelled. I tried to pre-order it with Hit and Amazon, but yeah, it was out of stock everywhere. But if you have any luck, like my luck anyway, it arrived and I was happy for it to arrive. But then the worst part is the steelbook, by the way, which it looks really nice. But I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but there's a dent on it there. It's arrived damaged, and on the inside, all the inside of the steelbook there's all smashed. I have got a replacement due today, so then this can go back. I was a little disappointed, but Hit were pretty on the ball with sorting a replacement, to be fair. The chap there, I can't thank him enough because he was very sympathetic, let's just say. But I'm happy to add that. So I've now got both the Tomb Raider Deluxes and the Soul Reaver Deluxe. If you bothered to see those, there's the first one, and then there's the Soul Reaver one. I did show that some time ago. But yeah, they look great. I'm not normally one for collecting special editions. I just don't have space for special editions. So the Deluxes, they're okay. I probably won't bother with any more of those sort of collector's editions. But anyway, we'll get on to my PS1 stuff, let's say. First, if you've been watching me a while, you know I have a bit of a up and down love-hate relationship with CEX. I'll be honest, I know some folk out there can't stand them, and I kind of understand the reasons why. But if you've seen my community post, you'll have seen that they sent me a game that was absolutely wrecked. It doesn't work. I've tested it, and yeah, it doesn't work. I don't know if you'll be able to see, but the scratches on this thing are gnarly as hell. I don't think I'm going to do it any justice with the lighting. But yeah, there's some gnarly scratches on there, and they're really deep as well. There's one in particular that I can catch a nail in it on the back. I was disappointed in that, but they've still got it in stock, so I'll just take this back today and get a replacement. It's no biggie, really. Yeah, I'm going to CEX anyway, so it's not like I'm going out of my way. But that game is Swagman, so you will probably see this again in a future video when I get the replacement sorted. I've no idea what this is, but the artwork on the front, I just love it. It looks great. I would have loved to have tested it and played it and give it a go, but obviously it don't work, so I can't do that. So after I've done this video, I'll be going to CEX shortly. I've got quite a bit of stuff in the car that I can take to trade in that I've, let's just say, foraged from some charity shops and whatnot. They will go today. I think for about £12.50 I spent, I'll probably get around £150 to £170 voucher return, which is not too bad. So that'll go back onto PS1 stuff. But we'll get onto the games that I've got and I'm keeping because they're all right. The first one is Street Fighter Alpha Warrior's Dream. I'll be honest, I'm not really a massive fan of Street Fighter, and I don't really know what to say about Street Fighter. Every single one is all the same to me. There's no variations in these games at all. This one is just no different from Street Fighter that I played back on the Mega Drive, I believe, or in arcades maybe. I guess someone who's a massive Street Fighter fan can probably tell me the differences, but the spine, it's all different there, so that will probably drive me mad because it's slightly different from the normal ones. There was a chap on the CEX Retro group that wanted to know the condition of this. It's not bad, mate, if you happen to watch me, but I'm not in the group no more. I got kicked out and blocked from the CEX Retro group on Facebook because of my opinions about the usual gamer lingo that people say, like, what's the one I can't stand? Heavy hitters. I can't stand that term. It's just dumb. but I made my opinions known, basically, and they didn't like it, so they blocked me from the group, which is, well, yay for free speech, I guess. But yeah, that's there now. Happy days, I guess. But I played every single one of these games, with the exception of Swagman. I gave them a go. Yeah, some of them are alright, some of them are really not. This game was not what I expected. It's more of like a Micro Machines style way of playing top-down. It's a racing game with that, obviously. It's called Speedster. I didn't realise it was one of those sort of games. And again, it's another one from Psygnosis. They've got the fingers and everything on that PlayStation. But yeah, right, this game was really fun, actually. The graphics aren't too bad, with it being a top-down game. I had a good old blast on that. But at the minute, I'm trying to 100% Gran Turismo 1 before I get some time to do some streaming for you guys to see my stuff. Anyway, let's just get on with it. Next game, I thought this was going to be more like, it's called Treasures of the Deep. It's a deep sea game, but it's not. It's really weird, and I couldn't get the grips with the controls. It took me a while, and then I just moved on because I got a little bored. I didn't read the manual, so I figured I'm going to read the manual before I play these games properly, so I can know the controls, obviously. And that is Aquanauts Holiday. Yeah, the weirdness at the front there, I don't know why they chose that font like that, but it says, immerse yourself in 3D environments and commune with its inhabitants. It says, more than a game, it's a crazy loved up chill out, if you like. But yeah, it was interesting to say the least. I didn't hate it, but I don't really know what to say about it. I'm probably going to have to give it more time before I can say for sure if I really like it or not. The next game, this came into stock on CEX. I've not seen it on there for a while, and I knew nothing about it. And it was one I needed, so I just thought, you know what, sod it, let's just get it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to read this. Master of Monsters, Disciples of Gaia. If I'm pronouncing the Gaia bit, or is it Gaia? I don't know. But yeah, it's some weird, like, I don't know, I want to say like a tactics style RPG sort of game. Again, I didn't give it long enough, and I didn't read the manual. It was all really just a case of testing these games worked. If any of you folk know more about this game, I would like to know more, because if it's an RPG, then it's right up my street. But if it's more of the tactic style, maybe not. I wasn't a massive fan of those sort of games, but, you know, can't please everybody. Now, this game, I know this game gets a lot of love, and it's one of those puzzle games, and I haven't, to be honest, this one only arrived yesterday, so I haven't had a chance to test this one yet, but the disc is clean, so I highly doubt there'll be any issues with it. And that's Devil Dice. Don't know how I've not got this prior to today, but yeah, it's obviously it's been another one on my list, and I've got it now, I guess. But yeah, I know a few people have recommended this on some videos, and some folk like this. If it is as much of a puzzle game as it looked on the videos I saw, I would definitely be up for that. As of late, I've got really into the puzzle games like Cooler World. I have that back there somewhere, and I was playing that again recently. Simple beach ball moving around. It's actually quite fun. It's just very expensive, though. And this is the last PS1 game I've got to show you. And this has been on my like top 10 list of games that to get. I mean, call it a hit list if you like, but yeah, it's been on there a while, and I was dubious about ordering it. And I know I mentioned on a community post recently I took a punt on trying what CEX's mint really means. I know they don't tend to sell sealed games. They insist on them being opened. But I guess that's probably when they'd call them mint, if it's a freshly unsealed when they've got it in, I guess. I could be wrong. But I bought it anyway. £365 it was listed at as mint. Yeah, I got that. And then 2 days later, they cancelled the order. And in their email, they said it wasn't listed. It shouldn't have been listed as mint. It wasn't mint. But when I received it, well, they put it back up for sales, should I say, but as their standard boxed with manual. So I reordered it because I wanted it, and it was significantly cheaper as well to do it that way. So yeah, I've reordered it, and it's arrived, and I can probably see why it's not listed as mint is because there's a couple of cracks in the case, but the disc is clean like it's never been played. The manual's in there and all in clean condition. I hate saying minty. And it's even got one of these product catalogues in there. And I was a little dubious, in all honesty, because there was one chap on that Facebook group before I got kicked out of it that said that it's been in stock a couple of times as of late. And he surmised that the covers may have been reprinted. They're not. I've checked it. I've checked this over with, trust me, with a fine-tooth comb. I looked at this for quite some time to make sure the inlays were all legit, and it was. And this is quite a rare game, and I've never been happier to add one of these expensive games. I'm not going to say heavy hitters because I hate that term, as you know. But yeah, it's the Misadventures of Tron Bon. Yeah, this game took me a long time to get. And it's only upon playing it I realised that it's a part of the Mega Man franchise to some degree. I've only got Mega Man Legends 2, so I assume I'd need to play the other ones before this really makes sense. But I played the first level, and yeah, it seemed alright actually, as far as some PS1 games. They obviously have some dicky controls, let's say, tank controls. But yeah, I enjoyed it from what I played. But yeah, it's a fun little game, really. I couldn't be happier to add this one. It's been one that I've been wanting to add for quite some time. Now it's just a case of finding stuff like Clock Tower and such, I guess. But I have been adding quite a few of the more expensive ones as of late that I've managed to get, which is good fortune, I guess. But yeah, so that's my pickups. Or my orders, deliveries. I mean, how many did I actually pick up? Let's be honest. None. I never picked any up. They all arrived through the mail. So, yeah, there we go. Anyway, enough of my daft opinions on gamer speak. But, yeah, there we go. I probably will be back with another one this time-ish. Next week, I've got quite a few more on the way, including some boxed PS1 accessories that I don't already own. Yeah, and there's just a few bits. I'll have this voucher from today when I take my bits to CEX. So we'll see what we can get for the next lot. But anyway, that's enough waffling from this Yorkshireman. And I'll catch you all in the next one. And have a good weekend.